players with 2 wins apiece, and then it would come down to games won, lost, and if necessary, points won, lost. Other group is already decided. Chen Long, top of the group. Son Wan-ho had to retire injured, and therefore none of his matches count towards the final calculation. And with Hans Christian Vittinghus winning his match earlier today against Kenichi Tago 21-19, 21-16, it means that the Dane Hans Christian Vittinghus will contest the semi-finals tomorrow. Well, the next match is mixed doubles, and they're a Chinese young pair who probably didn't think they were going to be here. But indeed they are. They're up against the defending champions and 3 times winners of this event, Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen. L.Cheng and B.Yixin, former World Junior champions together back in 2010 in Guadalajara. The defending champions from Denmark, Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen. Champions in 2009, 2012 and last year as well. So they're going for a hat-trick of consecutive titles, a 4th title in total. Wouldn't that be remarkable? L.Cheng and B.Yixin were the 3rd ranked Chinese pair at the end of the 12 Super Series events this year. And because you're only allowed 2 pairs per nation at the Super Series finals, it meant that initially they weren't invited. But the pair that finished top, Xu Chen and Ma Jin, sadly unable to contest these Super Series finals and didn't even make the journey to Dubai. Means that these 2 youngsters got the call up. They've arrived here in Dubai. They've played 2 matches. They've won 2 matches. But so too have the Danes. So it's this is a
service. You serve.
Take this side.
That side.
Joachim to Joachim.
Joachim. Okay, have a good one.
So this match is very simple. Whoever wins this tops the group, and whoever loses finishes 2nd in the group. So both these pairs know that they've qualified for the semi-final stage. L.Cheng, 22 years of age, so he'll turn 23 next month. B.Yixin, 22, from Yiyang in Hunan province in southern China. And there you can see 8 in the world ranking. They finished the Super Series, the destination Dubai list, at 8 as well. And as I was explaining, they were the 3rd Chinese pair. But on Wednesday, they beat the number 2 seeds, Tontowi Ahmad and Liliana Nasir, in 3 games, 21-15 in the decider. And yesterday beat the number 4 seeds, Sukhet Prakamol and Sarali Thongtongkang, 21-7. 21-14. So they really have been in great form. 3 semi-finals as far as Super Series is concerned this year, the best for the Chinese pair. Whereas the defending champions, Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen, well, they've been in 3 finals, winning 2 titles, but they've only played 7 Super Series tournaments this year. Ended the year ranked 7 on the destination Dubai list, and they've gone down 1 place in the world ranking this week, down to number 4. So for the defending champions, it has been a wonderful year. They won the European Championship gold medal to go with their India Super Series event and Indonesia Premier Super Series event, and of course they reached the final of Malaysia Super Series as well. So it's been a terrific year for the Danes. Well, this will be the 2nd meeting between these 2 pairs. The only previous occasion was won by the Chinese youngsters. Yeah, and she's a fine athlete too, B.Yixin. There they are. She had a remarkable year last year, I can tell you. 9 women's doubles finals, with winning 8 titles with 4 different partners. So she's not just a fine mixed doubles player, a wonderful women's doubles player as well. She's been #1 in the world in women's doubles with Tang Xinhua. But Van Horenbeck of umpire is our umpire for this. Mike Walker, the service judge from Canada. Oh, for Christinna Pedersen, last 2 years she's been in 2 finals at the Super Series finals. Last year she won 2 titles, the women's doubles as well as the mixed doubles. First player in the history of the Super Series finals to achieve 2 titles at one Super Series finals event.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, L.Cheng, B.Yixin, China. On my left, Joachim Fischer Nielsen, Christinna Pedersen, Denmark. B.Yixin to serve to Joachim Fischer Nielsen. Love all. Play.
Oh, what great defence from B.Yixin. Yeah. That's a wonderful start by the Chinese pair. That was a brilliant rally. He's a very, very strong man, is L.Cheng. As proved by that rally. Now, Morten, we've been talking all week about whether this was going to be the last ever tournament of Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen as a pairing.
Yes, that's correct. And I've just spoken to Christinna, and she's actually telling me that this is not their last tournament. They will continue to play. For how long, nobody knows, but for the time being, no decision is made, and they will continue to play, which I think is great. And as I said to her, you know, all the best and good luck. I think you're a great combination, and you're doing Denmark proud. So I think that's good for all. Yeah. But Christinna sort of said to me that decision is not made, and they will continue to play.
Yeah. Well, that surprises me, given what we've been told earlier. But like you, I'm absolutely delighted to hear that.
Yeah, it's good news for Denmark as well.
That's a good serve. We talked about that earlier in the week, didn't we?
Yeah, she must be one of the best servers in the world. She must be. It's unbelievable what she can do. I remember on an earlier occasion, I think it was 18 all or something like that, and then she had to serve. I said, you know, watch out, she might be able to serve all 3 and win 21-18, and so she did.
Yeah,
she is a very good server.
Oh, that's a good serve too. It wasn't just close over the net, skimming the net, but because she serves slightly out wide, very, very clever indeed. Look at that, towards his left shoulder. Yeah, good flick serve too. Well, the defending champions mean business.
Yeah, so far, as usual, I'm just about to say, it's all about the serve and return, isn't it?
Yeah. That's very, very well taken from Christinna Pedersen. Yeah, and coach Jesper Larsen like that.
Sorry for laughing. But, you know, I think actually he shouted louder than he was hitting. I don't think he had the right timing on that shot.
7-4.
But it still worked out. Good placement.
Oh, good gracious, he got in a right muddle, didn't he? Joachim Fischer.
Yeah,
Went the wrong way then.
but-
What on earth happened?
But look how he's hitting it on that one. Look at that. Look at that. That's pretty good.
Look at this. He's done a full pirouette. Oh, yep.
Yeah, here it comes.
That's a different complexion on round the back shot, isn't it?
Yes. That shows good skills.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Morten, I want your opinion on B.Yixin. I can remember 2 or 3 years ago when I first saw her on the circuit, and I told a friend of mine, colleague of mine, watch this. She will be a world champion eventually. She's got huge, huge talent.
Yeah.
That certainly hasn't materialized yet, but she's been world #1 in the women's doubles. Do you think that she's got the potential to become one of the greats like Zhao Yunlei at the moment, world and Olympic champion, Gao Ling, that sort of level, or am I overplaying her potential?
No, I don't think you do that. I actually think she's got that potential.
Yeah.
I think she's a very creative player, and she's a strong player as well. So, no, I definitely think she just needs some more experience, and she needs to get into the right partnerships as well.
Yeah.
And obviously that's not so easy in China, because there are so many to choose from.
Yeah.
But the fact that
9-6.
her and her partner, I think, Tang,
Tang Jinhua.
yes, they got to world #1 in the women's doubles without being the pair that China is pushing the most.
Yeah.
Tells a lot.
Yeah. Well,
They won, what, 8 or 9 consecutive tournaments?
yeah. But also the fact that last year, 2013, those 9 finals, 8 titles with 4 different partners.
Yeah.
So there's the option there.
Yeah, she's very versatile. She's a good player. Absolutely good player.
Serve's over. 10-7.
Good flick serve. And the defending champions go to the mid-game interval with a 4-point advantage. Look at that. Well, he has been struggling on times with his low serve, so no wonder he's used the flick.
For de forventer, den kommer blødt tilbage.
Ja.
Jeg tror, at specielt når du modtager, og hun server, så er der også hul på den helt korte, hvis det er svært at lægge den ud og komme højt på den, fordi hun server meget godt. Ja. Så bare læg den kort lidt mod siden, hvis du kan det. Ja.
Vi skal lige have en svipper til ham, han blæser.
Vi skal i hvert fald ikke svårt at holde den så længe, fordi han falder frem i server. Ja.
Men lad være med serve tid, fordi det der
Any interesting words of wisdom there from Coach Larsen?
Always, I think. I think he's having good points. It's all about the service situation. Obviously, play a flick or two because they feel that L.Cheng is really almost falling forwards into the shots, into the serve on return, and therefore a flick would be quite nice now and again.
Look at that shot from B.Yixin.
Yeah, I think she has got a major role for the Chinese combination here. She really have a big role in the fact that L.Cheng is not technically the best player we've seen from China, but he's one of the best hard-hitting players I've ever seen from China. So she's got to set him up. She's really got to set him up very nicely. And to do that, she's got to challenge Christinna at the net and see whether she can gain control that way and set her partner up nicely.
Yeah.
So she's got a big role to play here.
Yeah, that's clever from Pedersen. Almost a half smash.
Yeah, it's very important. It's steep. If there's not a lot of pace in it, then it's very important it's steep, and that was what it was. It was a good steep shot.
Over. 9-15.
Now, Morten, whilst this is obviously just a straight playoff for who's first and second in the group.
Yes.
I can see a real intensity about this match, and I have a theory behind that, because when I looked at the head-to-heads on the previous encounters between these two, I was surprised that the only previous meeting, it was the Chinese pair that won. It was at the Swiss Grand Prix Gold event earlier this year.
Earlier this year, yes.
And the Chinese pair won in 3 games. And I think psychologically, the
Serves
Danes
over.
need to give themselves
16-10.
confidence by winning this.
I agree with you on that. Totally agree.
Yeah.
And it comes back, we said it earlier, we had a few situations like this earlier today, and they possibly play for pride, but they also play for having the self-confidence should they play in the semi-final or final again.
Yeah.
Serves over.
Danes getting in each other's way there.
11-16.
Yeah, Fischer was almost too quick. Don't mention that to him.
Don't worry.
No.
Secret's safe with me.
Good. And a few million other people here.
Yeah, I'll be pleased about that at the age of 36.
Absolutely.
Too quick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
that's
long.
bad luck. That's really bad luck. That's clever play by Christinna. Really good play.
12-16.
Yeah, just out.
Goodness me, what defence! Oh. Well, the Danes having to work very hard to actually win the point. A couple of times, L.Cheng got back shots I didn't think he had any right to do. There's two of them.
12.
That was remarkable
And
defence.
this is another one. Yeah, good defence.
It was wobbling. Change it.
Well, Christinna saying there's nothing wrong with the shuttle. The umpire saying I could see that it was wobbling. Change it. Didn't quite catch what she said, but I don't think she was too happy.
No, players in general are obviously not happy if they don't get their way.
Yeah,
That's just,
that's life.
yeah,
Oh, good serve again.
once again, yes. But good follow-up by L.Cheng here.
Serves
Very
over.
good follow-up.
13-17.
How he moved backwards after the serve there, moving back. Got that one and then forward again.
Oh,
That's,
goodness me, she almost toppled over on the return of serve, and I think that was a fault.
it's a fault.
She should have been called a fault receiver.
Yes, definitely.
She moved before the serve was struck.
Yeah, and if the service judge doesn't say it's a fault serve, then obviously she's faulted.
Yeah,
She
or should
moved.
be.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that should be done by the umpire.
exactly.
Yeah, you're not going to win that
You're right, he does give it a good old thump, doesn't
Serves
he?
one. He
over.
does. He is a good hitter.
14-18.
But if it comes down to the finer details of mixed doubles, he's struggling a bit, and that's why I say B.Yixin has got a great job to set him up good.
Yeah.
She's got really to work on it.
Oh my goodness. What a rally!
Serves over.
Yeah, Jesper Larsen here, very happy, shouting, well done, good play.
19-14.
That's the way.
40 shots. I thought it was a long rally. Well, the aggressive play, the control at the front of the court by Christinna Pedersen has earned the Danes 6 game point opportunities. First time of asking, and the opening game 21-14 in a little over 18 minutes.
Ja. Vi holder fast i modtagninger mod hendes baghånd. Ja. Hvis du selv modtager over for din baghåndsside, så spiller du den over, så løber du selv med over og dækker den næste.
Hvis jeg modtager for lige felt?
Ja, nej, for ulige. Så krydser du den derover, så løber du selv med over, så fedter hun den tilbage til dig. Ja. Men uanset hvad, så lad være med at modtage hende ind i forhånden. Det er det eneste sted, hvor du står ind til
snak, hvor vi pointen er. Ja. Ikke snak, hvor vi tager 1 point. Vi har lavet 21 point, vi må finde et eller andet positivt.
知不知道？小莫一样，就盯着网球，其他什么都不用。刘婷也很对，就这个屁股很重，可以打到这个地方。你的进攻不用太熟，你就点屁股，让他反击，给小莫去抓他球，知道吗？
frem på den, og så er han sådan lidt trykket til den.
Jeg synes, han står fint nok. Så længe han spiller mod min forhånd, er det okay.
Så længe de bare ikke sådan løfter den krydsflad, for den springer han på et spring.
Ja, men han stadigvæk ikke kunne slå den ned, fordi når den kommer så hurtigt, kan han ikke slå den ned.
Nej, men jeg forlanger lige siden til at kunne spille på sin gang.
20 seconds. 20 seconds.
So that was an intense break between the first and the second game for the Danes. They really had quite a discussion on what to do with the coach. So interesting to see what kind of strategy they are choosing now. But what a good game, very good game, the first game for the Danes. Very solid.
Serve's over.
There was something about returns of serve, though, from Jesper Larsen, wasn't there?
Yeah, lots of sort of talks about the return of serve and how to play B.Yixin. But it's also how to avoid the big man, L.Cheng, to smash too much. But so far, they feel they have controlled him pretty well.
Serve's over. 1-0. Two, 1.
Well left, yeah, well left.
Serve's
but I still
over.
think on the previous shot by Fischer, the backhand shot cross flat really exposed L.Cheng and his ability to change direction. He really got caught on that one. I know he's a little bit late talking about it, but I think it really exposed him.
And is that the naivety into the intricacies of the mixed doubles discipline that you were referring to earlier, or is that because he is such a big man and obviously changing direction is more difficult for a bigger athlete?
75% the latter and 25, the first.
Okay.
That's a good defensive shot. Oh, did he get away with that? Did he get away with it? He can walk on water at the moment.
4-2.
Look at that.
He is way out if that one comes back.
Serves over. 3-4. Serves over. 5-3.
Good defense by Christinna there.
Oh, look at. Oh, it's just wide. But it's a nice idea.
It's a very, very good idea. Good shot. Christinna was completely
6-3.
caught in that one.
That's okay. No, it's okay. I already said it's okay. Okay, sorry.
Serves over. 4-6.
Yeah, she read the third shot well. Do you reckon that smash really is as hard as Zhang Jun, mixed doubles player, twice Olympic champion, on the coach's bench?
On the coach's bench, yes. Yes, I do.
Really?
He's a good hitter.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah. The man we're talking about is the man with his arms folded and just quietly nodding his
on the
approval.
left, yeah.
Yeah.
He can possibly see himself.
Serves over.
Obviously not on that one.
7-5. Serves over.
That's where the Danes really have to watch out. That Christinna's not getting too isolated in her defence and have to fend for herself. There was 4 or 5 she had to defend on her own.
Yeah. Fischer almost moved as well, almost fell over.
I think that was a fault as well. Look at that. They're really trying to have a go at Christinna now.
8-6.
goodness, he's got it back. Oh, it's just long.
That's bad luck.
Service over.
Bad luck.
7-8.
Line judge. Wipe the court.
Yeah, it's just out.
That is such a good call by the line judge, isn't it? Line judges have done a much better job than we have. We our interpretations.
Yeah, we've got to have our eyes fixed.
Did you hear any of that, Coach Larson?
Yes, I heard something that take off the pace a bit.
Chinese pair back level.
Oh.
Well, that was good instinctive play from L.Cheng.
It was.
I'm not sure he knew much about that. But
No. But that's sometimes how it is.
yeah, well done.
Oh, that's a good flick serve.
Oh, his strings are gone. And they've won the point.
Change shuttle.
Cross-court drive
Yeah.
from L.Cheng, played with broken strings.
Yeah.
But isn't that clever, though? He played a cross-court so that the likely reply would come back to his partner.
Yes, it was a good choice.
Yeah.
And the way he whacked it really ensured that it was going over as well.
Yeah.
So if it wasn't going through the strings, then there was a good chance it was going over.
Yeah.
So clever play.
So 4 straight points. 5 straight points to go to the mid-game interval with a 3-point advantage.
But I think that's what Jesper Larsen is saying, you know, don't push them too far into court because the attack comes on that. Play soft the shots.
你对手不要拉开，让你的攻防。那小豹他的球到你大底了，你在杀里头，他球很高，你不要那么很难受。有人说不行就停起来，你要是不在中前面嘛，你就盯着他中间或者他反面压出去，盯着他压出去，压他你。
Selv løb ned til den. Det er vigtigt, at du kommer frem og dækker nettet af, så når Fischer står i højre side og trykker ned mod baghånden, så skal du rykke ind på nettet og dække den næste, så han ikke får lov til at blokke den. Okay? Så skal vi have fat i det der, når vi selv saver, at vi skal ture og spille dem væk, og så slå kontra på dem ved at slå blødt flat mod dem. Okay?
Well, Morten, the first thing I have to say about that is I didn't particularly like the body language with the 3 Danes.
No, there's a small conflict. Definitely a small conflict. But I think, you know, the coach is doing what he can. He took 2 pointers and said, you know, try to look for this, try to look for that, cover that one if this happens. You know, it's up to the players to play the match at the end of the day. It's not the coach. So
Yeah. And if they want to use different tactics, then
do
they
it.
should.
By all means, then do it. By all means.
Service over.
There's just an extra facility, someone to bounce it off with if you feel you need it.
Yeah. Good clear. That's another good rally.
Service over.
think this rally is well proved. You asked me about B.Yixin.
Yeah.
And I think there is an example here of why she's not entirely up there yet. And she had a fairly good chance at the net to play a kill, but she played a very soft shot. And that's just indicating that she's still not completely ready to take the chances and play it.
Yeah. That's a good smash.
Serves over.
Yeah, that was a surprise cross-court smash to the man,
10,
which is something you
12.
very seldom see, but that's a good surprise element.
Serves over.
It's a good return of serve, isn't it? It wasn't the best of low serves, but...
No, but it's a good return, as you say. I actually thought he would flick it. There's kind of a movement that sort of indicated to me that I think he was considering it.
Serves over. Well, 13.
It's quite clear what he thought about that after the service error. Livid at himself.
Serves over.
Again, good play by B.Yixin here. It looks very ordinary.
14,
It's just a downward shot, but it's not just a downward shot. It's the angle she's able to play it, the steepness of the shot. It doesn't look of much, but it's a good shot. Really well played.
Just wide.
I know it's unlucky for Fischer not to win that one,
12.
but I think the Chinese actually deserve to win it. They played a very clever rally all the way through.
Oh, it's clearly in.
Serves over.
And he could have got his racket to that.
13,
Yeah, it was a conscious decision.
Yeah.
He left it.
Well, when you thunder down so many powerful smashes as L.Cheng has done throughout this match so far, to then throw in the drop shot, of course opponents are sitting back in court waiting for the power play, and then they become vulnerable to that drop.
They have to go back, they have to be ready. There's such a power that comes from this man.
Serves over. 14-16.
almost looked as if he changed his mind.
17-14.
And I felt that was a very important point.
Yeah, perhaps insecurity is sort of creeping a little bit into the game now. 17-14 down, and good return.
Serve is over. Fifteen, 17. Serve is over. 18-15.
Well, again, just emphasising your point, the placement of the smash from B.Yixin doing the damage.
Serve is over. 16-18.
Well, now it's Pedersen to serve, and that is a good thing as far as the Danes are concerned.
Serve is over.
Well, I think they've been flicking too much, in all honesty.
19-16.
They have not been flicking with the wanted effect. The Chinese has really read it quite well, so they do not get the desired results from it. But what I think at the moment is that the defense of the Danes, and that goes for both the players, is really not strong enough.
Yeah.
When they won the first game, they got a lot of things back in the defense. We thought, oh, good, great, all that, you know, a lot of things came back. Now it just goes through all the time.
Like that one.
Yeah.
First smash, force the error, and now 4 game point
And
opportunities.
that's a massive difference from first game.
Yep. Oh, look at that net shot. First time of asking.
Nothing if you do.
21-16, and it is 1 game all. Look at that. Yeah, you're right. Nothing you can do. So 1 game apiece. 21-16, 41 minutes.
你公完过小波，你自己去救多累啊！你个吊子吊得很好，对你是个吊着他很难受的球。小波就盯着我，多注意正式，多注意正式。反拍过了让流程你的反拍不要老是打。
Fordi selvom hun ligger helt ned, så laver hun en 9 maskering. Ja. Hvor jeg slet ikke forestiller mig, hun holder kort. Den må hun ikke få.
Ja, det er den ene ting. Og så den anden ting, og det er jeg helt enig i. Den anden ting er, at I er nødt til at stadigvæk gå hårdt på de servementagning, og så stole på, at de står der på den næste, ikke også? Ja. Altså, vi må ikke blive forsigtige. Og det er vi blevet lidt.
Jeg synes, det er godt, når vi kører mod deres baghånd.
Ja. Det er
generelt set.
Ja. Og så lave den der indimellem, så lige komme med sådan en variation på den, som du gør derfra.
Ja. Det er lidt, at vi vil jo gerne spille over på den forhåndsside, men hun er klart bedst på nettet i sin forhåndsside. Ja. Så kan hun spille lige plus. Ja. I baghåndsside har hun ikke så mange variationer. Men en ting, som er super vigtigt, det er, når vi selv saver. Vi skal stole på at save 2'er og 3'er på ham i venstre side, men også faktisk i højre side. Og så skal vi stikke hovedet op bagefter. Det gør du først selv, der stiller du op. Han kommer med den bløde, når du saver 3'er til ham, så prøv at prikke den ind i hovedet på ham igen der. Og så skal vi have 5'erne med igen. Vi skal have dem væk, og så skal vi ind og styre det næste. Vi skal stole på det.
So 1 game apiece in this
Final
mixed doubles. This to decide
Level.
who will top Group B and who will be second.
Late.
And the defending champions from Denmark, as I was saying earlier, I'm sure are desperate not to rack up a second loss in 2 encounters against the young Chinese pair. So, Morten, if that's not to happen and the Danes are to come through in 3 games, what have they got to do tactically? What did the coach advise?
Yeah, it was, once again, it was all about the service situation, and they called numbers 2, 3 and 5 position they should serve into, and I have to admit I don't know what that means, whether 2 is into the tee or 3 is wide or whatever it is, but they were talking about numbers rather than, you know, where to serve it. Secondly, Christinna said that she did not feel that confident around the net with B.Yixin, because she felt that she was controlling more than Christinna herself were doing. So she felt that her opponent was sort of having the upper hand.
Serves over.
Oh, that's fascinating to me, because I'm a huge fan of Pedersen on her net play and going forward, and to hear her doubt her own capabilities, to me, is a little bit surprising, because she's world class, she's wonderful at the net, and I think she needs to probably step up there and try and impose herself on her opponent.
Yeah, but she wants to do it, but she feels that B.Yixin has got many options, and she's very good disguising what's happening, and sometimes she just doesn't see what's coming.
Okay, yeah. So she's trying to do it, but she just feel a little bit insecure, because B.Yixin is playing well and she's got many options to play and have these disguised shots that she on occasions do not see. That's out.
Serves over. 2, 3. Serves over. 4-2. Serves over. 3-4. Play, lads.
Well, Christinna saying he was ready, and I have to say I've got sympathy for her. I didn't see any sign that he wasn't ready.
Serves over. 5-3.
You know, seen from a Danish perspective, I'm afraid that B.Yixin is getting the better of Christinna Pedersen at the moment, and that's why they're 5-3 up. See, that's what she's scared of. That shot there is suddenly, but they're also saying, you know, the B.Yixin is so strong on her forehand side and not as strong on the backhand side, but they love to play to the forehand side of Fischer in order for him to play into the forehand of B.Yixin. So there's, you know, a lot of tactics going on. That's a good one. That's a clever one.
Clever.
All returns has been going downwards, and suddenly this one is going up, but into the deep corner.
Yeah.
That's a clever return.
Yes, because Fischer had taken a step forward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's playing some good shots now, B.Yixin. Making good choices. serving well.
Oh, how did he get that back? Oh, clever, clever, clever.
He did it again. He did that against Thailand as good.
That's right, he did.
The first day against Sarah Lee. He did that on one occasion as well. You can call that an attacking clear, can you?
Yes.
Good play by Fischer here.
Play. Ball. Service over. 7-5.
Oh, she's got it back. She's got it back. Would you believe it? I thought that the shot needn't be played from Fischer. I think this one's going wide. But he thought, it's so short, I might as well give it a thump anyway. But B.Yixin was equal to it. And it's a rally like that that can lift one pair and demoralise the other. Or just to prove me wrong. Fischer putting that one away with absolute purpose and determination. So much for being demoralised.
Serves over. 9-6. Ten, 6.
Yeah, that defence is breaking down a little too often and a little too easily.
Interval.
11-6, the advantage, a 5-point advantage for L.Cheng and B.Yixin as they change ends in this deciding game. And if they keep this form going, then we will have another match where the winners of the first game end up losing the match altogether.
看他底线后头断，实在不行打你的后手，你这攻不死你怕对吧？你被动手记得更把你的打后，好吧？ 哎，精力集中。
så prøver du at trykke til, og du prøver specielt på din forhåndsside, det er der, du spiller meget over af. Så gå helt op i den der. Så bare smæk til. Du må bare prøve. Altså, det første, der sker, der kommer frem.
11-6. Play.
Well, I don't know if you just spotted that, Morton, as the players return to court. Joachim Fischer put his arm around his partner and gave her a little pat and said, "Come on, keep going," and that's good. Because
That's very good, yes.
I was concerned about the body language earlier on.
Me too. I was watching it on the screen here, the monitor in front of me, and yes, I am a little bit concerned as well.
No, that was good to see. Yeah.
12-6.
It's very difficult to see just how good this is from B.Yixin, even watching it again. But she just moved that racket head at the last moment and caused the deception with her final kill. Very, very good play indeed. Well, for you Danish fans, it's all looking a little ominous now, isn't it?
Yeah, it looks very difficult now, but they have to pick up the pieces and see if they can come back. It's definitely the time now.
Mm. Look at that. Look at that.
14-6.
Beautiful.
Yeah, the good thing for the Danes is that there is a second chance. Both these pairs are into the semi-final, so let's see.
15-6.
This is 7 straight points. 8-6, you thought it's anybody's match. Now all of a sudden, it's difficult to see a way back for the Danes. Oh,
Service over.
that's a miss. Won't be happy with that.
7-15.
Golden opportunity.
But interesting, he's not breaking a string. I think, you know, he hits very, very hard, and he was a bit out of balance and a bit of a miss-hit as well, but string's not gone.
Eight, 15.
Again, it's the way she changes the angle, isn't it?
Service over.
She looked
Yeah.
to be under pressure.
16,
Yeah, but she is not.
8.
She's very much in control on this one here, very much. The first one was a little bit more difficult, but the second one was good, and she directed it perfectly.
Oh, he's missed another one.
Service over. Nine, 16.
Oh my goodness. Well, it was L.Cheng's defence who broke down.
Yes. Yeah. But is it too late?
16.
That's interesting. Running, picking up the shuttle. Joachim Fischer, eager to get on with it. He can sense that there's a way back.
Yeah, he just wants to stress his opponents a bit, and that's what he's trying to do now. But clever by the Chinese, I think, you know, just take it easy. Don't get stressed, just play your shots, and I think they did well in this situation here.
Oh, challenge, yeah.
Challenge called out B.Yixin.
Fischer is absolutely sure it's out, so... I can hear you said that to Christinna, it's out, don't worry.
Well, we wait for Hawkeye to adjudicate. Match in progress, exactly an hour. And this could be crucial. Yeah, it was out.
Challenge unsuccessful. B.Yixin, L.Cheng, one challenge remaining. 12-6.
So suddenly it's believable.
Yeah.
13-16.
Seven of the last 8 points. How quickly it can all change.
14,
Momentum
16.
swings. Look at the despair from Zhang Jun.
Late.
The serve is short.
17,
And it couldn't have been short by much.
It was a clever serve, though. That wide serve there was really, it was a good chance to take.
Yeah. It's going wide.
$18-14.
That's good
wide.
play.
Yeah, it's clever.
That's really good play, lifting it over into that deep corner. Especially also
19,
considering the
14.
forehand side of B.Yixin and all that. That's really good play.
Serves over.
Last chance saloon
19.
as far as the Danes are concerned. been quite a few errors on that round the head smash from L.Cheng. You poor old coaches, you do live through it all, don't you?
Yes. And we can do nothing.
Yeah. Good rally. Very good rally. And the lock of the net cord in the end for B.Yixin. And that takes the Chinese youngsters to 4 match point opportunities.
16.
They've done it. First opportunity. 14-21, 21-16, 21-16 in the third and deciding game. An hour and 5 minutes. And the former World Junior champions have beaten the defending champions in 3 games.
21-16, 21-16.
Their confirmation of the score, and to think that they didn't even think that they were coming to Dubai, replacing J.Nie and Ma Jin, and they have topped the group, top of Group B, and they will go into the semi-finals with huge confidence. Look at the delight, look how important that was, what it meant to the youngsters. Played the Olympic bronze medalists twice, beaten them twice.
Coming up next, the last match in this session is in the men's singles. Joachim against C.Ped of India.
So that means that L.Cheng and B.Yixin top the group. 3 matches played, 3 matches won. The defending champions Joachim Fischer Nielsen and Christinna Pedersen second, with the former world champions Ahmad and Nasir finishing third. Well, as for the other group, well, this is all very intriguing because Fuchs and Michels play Mr. and Mrs. Adcock tonight, and the world and Olympic champions Jang Nan and Zhao Yunlei play the Koreans. If the Koreans were to win and Mr. and Mrs. Adcock were to win, it would all be fairly intriguing. So So the men's singles players wait in the wings. There's Jan Jorgensen, and he's up against Srikanth Kidambi. So Jan Jorgensen, the number 2 seed here, semi-finalist a year ago at the Super Series finals. 2 on the ranking, 1 title, the Indonesian Premier event. So to his opponent, the 21-year-old Srikanth Kidambi, the number 4 seed, up a couple of places in the world ranking this week to number 6, and 1 title, the China Open.
So let's hear it from the players. First up from Denmark,
The European champion, Jan Jorgensen, number 2 seed. And if he's to qualify, he has to win this match. Because whilst he beat Tommy Sugiarto on Wednesday, yesterday he lost to Kento Momota in 3 games, 1 hour and 6 minutes, 21-12 in the deciding game.